Hey, people.
True story. It's a good one. You don't get a shirt today. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just woke up. In my last movie, I Am Abaddon, something in it had irked Peon's thunder, and he said I'd upset even the Celestials to send me. And he let me know he was going to summon up his magic demons to enter my dream state for a whole month. And so I ain't had no good dreams in a while, so I ate me some black licorice and went to sleep on my belly. So I thought I'd meet him halfway in hell. And sure enough, here come his demon. She looked like this bitch from The Exorcist that spins her head around backwards. She went stomping through my garden, scaring the spiders off. And she'd come up on my porch jabbering in Latin some shit with a whole bunch of jabba, you dabber, you tack-a yammering. I don't know what the hell she was trying to say. So I give her the people's eyebrow, and she saw that I was
Abaddon, Apollyon.
She calmed down real quick, cowered on down. I figured it was his mom, 'cause she talked like he wrote. And then she went to explaining what all this yabba, you dabber, you tack-a yammering meant. And so they utter speech and speak insolent things and boast in themselves. It starts with a iv here, just the IB, IV, and it's like our suffix iv. This suffix iv that does or tends to do a specified action, performs or tends toward. And so, if you a dabber what fit, tends you a dabber what fit a miracle, or a word to call a miracle. Il Apollyon, IL backwards after this tag, Il Apollyon. And so you could tell that it's Latin, Italian here with this il. The Il Apollyon, the Apollyon. And you see it in this word, speak. The Italians, they can't talk. If you tie their hands down, they can't talk. The yod is the hand bear too. Means they talk with their hands. Talk about the Italians. If you tends you the hands bear what fit a word to call Il Apollyon. You yabba dabbering with your hands over there.
Peter, you can't speak Italian just because you have a mustache.
Tu sei un pazzo, va via da qui!
Sono stanco di te, ti do un pugno nella testa! Ti uccido con questa carne!
Tends you a dabber what fit a mara. What tends you the hand sign to fit the word to call Il Apollyon. The of many on. But she didn't stop there. She kept on going. Omic you a dick of anultic genre. And so I say omic is the study of all the time. And it comes from omit. Omit is, removed. And the omic is what was taken, the omic. And so when I say it's the study, it comes from, a part taken from. What it was taken from is what it means. Taken from a specific thing. And so the omic, the study, the part taken from you, a dick of, you can't stop it, annulled, annihilate, destroyed, or I guess the Apollyon is the destroyer, and this is his omic. The omic you a dick of, you can't stop, annihilate, take, genre. This is where your word genre comes from, spelled with a G-E-N-R, genre. And it, a genre is a type. And so your genre is your type of affliction, And so it's teasing the word genre with jhana. A yawn is a period of light, it has to do with time. John, to make you see the cycle, and the cycle new, the new cycles, the genre of the renewing cycles, to annihilate, to destroy it, and make it new. And so, the part taken, the amic you, a dick of, can't stop, take jhana. In your Janir, you take annihilate, you destroy. So this line 6, it tells a whole bunch off about this language. The widow and a stranger is all men hugger. Hugr. All men hugger. We all hug the widow because we know she's used to having a man and ain't got one, all men hugger. But it's going with the rest of this word here. And so it's all men who agree, G-R-E, agree. All men agree, the urge to. And so the urge to, that's what it says in Cain killed Abel. And he didn't kill Abel, he just had an urge to kill him. And the reason he had an urge to kill him, it tells it right here in the Bible, Abel is spelt with an E-V-L, the evil. And you see they change it up, sometimes it's the Habel, sometimes it's the Hebel. The vowel points change underneath. But it's where your word, evil comes from. And you see the same two words here, the Habel and the Hebel. And they mean vanity, vain, emptily, for nothing, vainly. And it's where your word vanity comes from. And his brother, evil, he was hanging out in front of the vanity, in front of the mirror. He was talking to the demons. And so this urge, just means the urge to. It doesn't mean to kill until you see it like this, and it's all men agree, the urge to. Who to, why to, who to, memor it's who, to memor it's who. Hey, let's make him a memory, to kill him. So it's not fatherless. It's who to memor it's who. And you see in other ways this word's fashioned. Sometimes it says all the money, and sometimes it says alimony. So alimony is not a widow, but they'll give them all the widow. But the alimony, all the money is the widow. She gets all the money. She kills him off, she gets all the money. In alimony, he didn't die. He just got to pay. All men agree, urge to who, to memorits who. Why yammer will air-see-ya? Who the word will air, A-I-R, to put out. And the A-E is E-S. The air-see, backwards, E-Y-E. The air-see-ya. Willing, will and then backwards, N-I is ing. The willing by Ben, all they yoken, and they're all willing to put on the yoke. The yoke is marriage, and it's also, the joke. It's the joke of marriage that you put on the yoke. And the word will air, to tell everybody, is see ya. Willing by Ben, all they yoken. She's so fine, they all willing to put on the yoke. Ben over embalming might it skill to. Ben in the time happening, Ben of UV over embalming. An embalming is a place where you go get mortified, where they go suck your guts out and fill you with embalming fluid. Ben over embalming might it, mit with its skill too. I pronounce that you is two, as in connected. Might its skill connect, might its skill to. She's a man-eater. And into as in the lasum of. Into the lasum of. He who planted. No, she who planted you in the ground. Into as in the lasum of. Amorts. A-M-R-T-S. Amorts it, sir, seeing the lay in it. The lay in it. The death is seeing the lay in it. High is her govum, G-O-V-I-M, to govern. High is her govum, the lay a kick, It's not shall not be correct, but to correct him, to lay a foot in your ass, High is her govum, the lay a kickum, of made hadum that. T-H-A-T. Made hadum that. And so they trying to force this he all through here, but Apollyon is feminine. Everything about this is telling it's her. The widow. You yadum muches out hadum, and them hema evil. You yadum, you hand of the muches in out hadum. You've been through a many, and this is the same as in the Greek. It's just replace it with a vav. It means and or connected or w, and em. Them, T-H-E-M, T-H-E-M, and them hema, and them blood, bleed, evil. And you can see, when you're reading the other markings, it reads different, and it's you, the hidium, you gross, you hidium has of what? Your grossness has of, you hideous, your hidium has of what? Hadum. But you can see when you're reading the lower marks here, this is where your word idea come from, ID, and the E dots underneath, and they come up with AD, idea, because they say this tack reads as a A, actually reads as a O. And you idea much as of out hadum, and them helma evil, and the blood evil. And then this one has the mark, and it's read as Sarah and yours so. And when Sarah got her name changed, this is pronounced as Sarah, and it means will be. K Sarah, will be. You see here in Genesis 17:15, and said God to Abraham, as for Sarah, your wife, not you should call at her name Sarah, but Sarah, the same. Anytime, they put something in parentheses, that's a big clue. Usually it'll be under the correct word, but that's what they is, shall be or will be, Sarah, K Sarah, will be. And you'll see they'll give the same word for princes, the Sarah, and it means will be the king one day, Sarah. And as Sarah, yours is, the A-E is E-S, yours is giver. She give it to you, as will be yours is giver. Assure, and backwards, when her sit is renew. When her seat is renew. When she's back in control. When her seat is renew. Yah. Yah is Egyptian for the moon. The moon was the whore that's in a different house every night, shacking up a different shack every night. But they're getting this A, from here, but they're skipping some of this. This dot in the I tells you to pick up, this is an A and a W, and then the dot in the E says two E's. And so this is where your word Yahweh, W or Y-A-W-E-H. And, Yah was the one they always give you, but this is the actual Yahweh here. Yahweh was the moon, the god of Egypt, and the Jews, and the old Coptic English, they knew that the moon had the main pull on life, which is waters, the waters, and there's no life without the water, and Yah controls all life, Yahweh. And as will be yours is giver assure when her sit is renew, Yahweh. The moon, and actually there's the final E is reading over here with this U. The moon who mit with in two T's, with turt. And turt is the X where they want you to stand 6 foot away in line. That turt mark where the coyote's always trying to get the road runner to stand on, the turt. And Yahweh, who with turt, with the on the point, on the position. Kettle made new. The kettle made and new. That's the little rabbit up on the moon, and he's stirring the kettle. The kettle maiden new. The maiden that knows how to cook it up. So I want to thank Peon It's Thunder for sending his mom by last night. And for all the amateur witches out there, read the instruction card that come with your tarot cards again. It takes way more energy out of you to send an attack spell. It's really got to be worth it to you before you try something like that. And, I'm not worried about it. My spirits let me know long ago. By the time I was 18 years old, my lights went dim. When you're fixing to die, you see your life flash in front of your eyes. After you've been that close to death so many times, the lights go dim. You don't see the lights anymore, and you're able to keep your wits about you. And that's the only reason I'm still alive today. I put myself in so many severely dangerous. I came close to death so many times that I don't panic. My eyes stay open, my mind works clearly, and I steer my way out of much danger. I told a story about one of them Christian witches one time that tried to put a curse on me, and I knew it happened when I opened my mailbox and seen the biggest black widow I ever seen. And I knew instantly that my friend, her husband, was going to get seriously ill. And I just talked to him a couple weeks ago, and he finally got rid of her years later. But yeah, he got real ill for a long time. You've really got to make sure it's worth it before you try to send an attack spell on somebody. And so, the safest way to do it is to kill them with kindness. The kindness can't backfire on you. And if that's not good enough for you, then just give them a little irritation. Irritate them enough until their anger, makes them try to attack you. And it usually backfires. When I was young, about 170 pounds, that was my prime fighting weight. I used to take on the ultra heavyweights, and I used their weight against them. The bad part about it is, once you take out one of them badasses, then all the badasses got to try you. So you're going to have to go with all of them. So you just try to stay out of their reach and piss them off till they get so hot-headed they can't think straight. Then you move on them. So I don't block any comments. You put whatever stupid shit up there you want to. And, unless you're attacking some of my viewers, then I'm going to block your comments. And the comments with links, I've been trying to turn it back on, but I can't figure it out, or it just won't let me. It seems like YouTube has appointed somebody to watch my channel constantly. It takes a long time for them to okay a movie after I load it. And I'll make another movie and read on into here some more. There was some cool stuff in here that you're going to like. That really explains the language, of the adversity until it's dug for the wicked. The pit, is shit. S-H-T. In the shit pit. Alright, I'm going to cut this off here. Good day.